If you want to talk gold eyeshadows, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène, and I want to address the gold fever going on right now. There was the chocolate gold palette from Too Faced, there was the gold palette by Natasha Denona, and now we have the gold in the Naked Honey palette. And of course it is a very golden packaging that Urban Decay has offered for that palette. And because there's so much gold talk, I thought that I would just hunt through my collection and just get a good feel for just how many gold eyeshadows I have and just appreciate what I already have. And playing with our existing collection can be a great way of just dampening our desire to add to it. One thing that I do want to mention is the eye look I have on today was based on this set of 9 shadows, which is an exploration of dupes for the Naked Honey. If you want to see that video, I will put it right there for you. And I'll go over the golds in here, not all of them are golds, but I'll go over the golds in here as well as all of the golds I was able to find that are reasonable golds to show you in a, it's not a dupes video, this is not a dupes video, this is an appreciation for gold eyeshadows video. So take it with that idea in mind. If you enjoy gold eyeshadows, you'll probably enjoy this video. And I'm going to be doing a ton of swatches. So let's go right into, I don't have the order of the palette specifically. I just grabbed any palette that had 1 or more gold shadows to play with, singles and other. So I might as well go into this one that has a couple that I would say are true gold colors, antique or otherwise. I'm going to say that these two would count as gold. This one is more of a bronzy color. Let's do all 3 because I know that somebody's going to be ticked off at me if I don't. So there we go. Oh, this one, I tell you. And then finally. My goodness. Okay, so this is Raine from Clionadh. This one is called Rose from the Cheers to the Beauty, and this is Nightingale from the Cheers to the Beauty palette. So those are the 3 that are really more into that metallic, leaning toward the gold category, although I'll say that that 3rd one, Nightingale, is kind of a on the fence, but looking at it in the palette, I think some of you would have said, why didn't you swatch that one? Okay, and fingers, I like to show the fingers always after swatches. And we're going to go into another palette. And this is another palette of singles. And this is a palette that you would have seen on my channel. It is my set of Clionadh singles, most of them coming from mystery bags. If you want to see that video of swatches for all of those, I'll put it right here. We're swatch happy today. And I just wanted to show you all of them, and we're going to pick on a few of them. Obviously this one, and it's aptly named Carrot. And I think this one as well, which is Firewood. I think those are the 2 that we'll be swatching today. So Carrot and Firewood. Oh, that Firewood is so easy, it just glides on. So there we go. I think I want to do Carrot again. It just didn't seem to stick to my finger, and it's a very nice shadow. Yeah, I think I got more on the 2nd time around. Yeah, okay. There we go. It's a very rich gold. So those are a few of those. And the fingers again. So there are a few of the Clionadh options. We can go into the chocolate gold palette, and the obvious one here is going to be the chocolate gold, the big bar on the bottom, but I think I'm going to do this one and this one that are typical gold. So we've got, oh no, sorry, this one This one and this one. So there's chocolate gold and gold dipped. Those are the two that I'm going to swatch. Right here. And gold dipped. That was chocolate gold and gold dipped. Now that gold dipped showed up a bit more yellow to me in the pan, but apparently it's not quite a gold. So sorry about that, but it certainly looks like this one, which is Rune, I think. Rune and gold dipped look similar. And here are the fingers. There we go. All right, so we are done with the chocolate gold palette, although I have to say it has some very nice colors in it. And I want to show you a bunch of palettes. I may not swatch a whole bunch, but I brought out anything that to me had a gold or seemingly gold color in it. So here I have the top 8 here is the depotted, crooked depotted semi-precious from Colourpop, and down here is a 12 pan from Colourpop that I've not swatched yet, but we are going to swatch one for the purposes of this video. And what we're going to swatch is this glitter single, which is called Fire, F-Y-R-E. So we're going to just swatch this glitter because it does have some gold vibes in my opinion. Oh, what an interesting feel. There we go. Very much a glitter. And I like the fact that there are a number of colors in it. But yeah, if you were to put that on the inner lid, like right on the inner corner, I think that you would, there would be no question that you're trying to do a gold effect. And in the semi-precious, there's only one that I would say is a kind of a gold color, is this one. And the name of it escapes me. It's called The Game. So let's swatch The Game very quickly. Here's what it looks like. So it's a very soft gold, but a gold nonetheless. Yeah, that's really pretty. Can't get over the bluish green shift in the glitter. Okay, so I think we're doing pretty well so far. All right, next palette, and I'm just grabbing them as I go because there's quite a bit. So the next one is in a Tarte palette again. And yeah, the only reason I brought this one out was for this one, which is kind of a topper. This is from the 39S, Such a Gem palette from Morphe. And so that is the only one that I wanted to swatch. And I don't know how much it's going to show up on the arm. I don't remember. A topper doesn't usually show up super, super well, but this is what it looks like. And let's give it a go. And there it is. I think it would look nice as a topper on another color, but yeah, it's more of a beige, beigey silver, so bad choice here. It looked more like a soft rose gold in the pan, but it's just not coming through as a gold to me. Okay, we had a dud for the gold seeking selves that we are today. And then we've got some more from the 39S, and I'm a little bit sheepish now because I don't think any of them merit it, so we're going to just move on. Bet you I've got somebody screaming at me on the video going, no, I wanted you to swatch this one. This is from the Jaclyn Hill palette, and I want to swatch this one right here. I think that's the only one that merits it, and it is it's called Queen, again from the Jaclyn Hill palette. So let's swatch Queen. little bit deep, but it's nice. Yeah, not quite as gold as I thought it was going to be, but okay. Oh yeah, it just looks more gold when you've got not a flat surface, right? It shows the dimension of it, but on the arm it just looks kind of bronze. Okay, well, it is what it is. And for the next color, we are going into the original, the OG chocolate bar, and we're going to go into Crème Brûlée, because I think that that one has sufficient of a gold tone to make the cut. And here we go. Oh yeah, that one works. Kind of more of an antique gold, but lots of beige in it, but that's all right. There's a lot to choose from here already. Okay, and finger as well, just a nice color. It's kind of pushing it to call it gold, but if you think rose gold, it does sort of fit. Okay, we are moving on to Violet Voss, and there are a couple in this Like a Boss palette that I'm looking forward to swatching for you. Can you guess? I am thinking this one, and oh, it's really hard to pick. Let's keep it to the gold, so we're going to go with this one, Girl Crush. And it is a very yellow gold, and if you think of the Naked Honey, that is the color that everybody just is drawn to in the palette. So that's the one we'll swatch. I was almost going to swatch either Amazeballs Extra or Adulting, but well, no, this is really the only gold. So let's just do that one. Yeah, holy cow, right? Now, if you were just drawn to the Naked Honey for one color and you have Like a Boss, you might be okay to just go and play with that one color. And if you look again, if we look again at the Violet Voss Like a Boss, there are a number of the shadows in both the mattes and the shimmers or metallics that are very similar to the Naked Honey. So you may want to take a look at it, because I was a little bit surprised when I was looking at the Naked Honey and various palettes that I had to see what I had for dupes, how many in here look similar. Next up, we have a palette that has only one that I want to swatch, and that is the Becca Volcano Goddess, and Gilded is the color that we are going to be looking at today from this palette. I think I have one more spot on my right arm here. It's a very, very nice gold. Let's go right next to Violet Voss here. Last spot on this row. Oh gosh, it's so beautiful. Yee. Right? Look at how vibrant it is. It's virtually unparalleled by any of the other ones. This one's close, but it is very, very shiny. Beautiful. This Volcano Goddess got a really bad rap, and I'm not quite sure why. Folks really didn't like these shadows, but I like finger application, and as you can tell by the swatch, with the finger it goes on really, really nicely. So I kind of like this palette. Next up, we have a palette that has a shadow called Gold, so that's a given. Let's take a look in it. There's a couple here that I want to swatch. So I want Gold, obviously, but I also want to swatch Halo for you, because it just looks like a very soft gold as well. So that's what they look like. So obviously gold is going to be more gold. Shocker, I know. So here we go. Gold and Halo. Ah, these are so buttery. I just love Ciate shadows. So here we go. Is it showing up enough on my arm? I think I'm going to go just into Halo a second time, just because it's so close to my skin tone. We'll see if I can get it to show up just a little bit more. Don't know if it helped at all, but you tell me. Okay, so two very, very nice colors. It's almost like creamy white gold, and the gold though is, it pulls more to the orange, so it's not as, I mean, we've seen so many really gold, like yellow gold colors that I think everything else now looks really orange or brown compared to the canary yellow golds that we have. But it's a decent couple of golds in here anyway. Next we have a rare Morphe palette that I have not depotted. And we have some golds in here. I'm definitely going to swatch, where is it? This one right here, which is, I hate the name thing here. Right, Pop Star. That is the one that I really want to swatch, and there's another one that's sorta, kinda. Okay. So we're gonna swatch Pop Star and Electric Energy, these two. Okay, so let's try that. Okay, hopefully I picked up enough on these to do that. Pop Star and Electric Energy. Okay, both decent options, right? They're definitely gold. If somebody has that on the eye, it's going to look gold or goldy bronze, I guess. But definitely in the gold family. So a couple here from, this is the Boss Mood 35M. Yeah, 35M. We're going to go Urban Decay for a while. There are a number of golds in Urban Decay palettes. This one is the Jean-Michel Basquiat collection. And there is Crown down on the bottom here. So we will swatch Crown. Here is Crown. And let's see what that looks like. Yeah, a nice light gold, but it's a gold nonetheless. Looks good, and it's a very, very delicate shimmer, not an in-your-face shimmer. Next up in the Spectrum, Full Spectrum palette from Urban Decay, I think we've got Gold Mine in here. Yeah, Gold Mine, which is this one right here. Gold Mine. I like it. Just, it's so neat to be able to see a gold next to some other golds. And I like it. I think that for inner lid, it would be a nice soft gold if you're going for a softer look. But still, I mean, it's got the full opacity. It's just the color is lighter than maybe some other selections. Then we have the Defunct Estee Edit. And in the Estee Edit, there is one gold shadow, goldish shadow, which is this one. So we're going to swatch that one. Looks more bronzy, but depending on the way you look at it, it looks more gold. So I guess it's because it's with deeper colors that it looks more gold in the palette than it does in compared to other golds. So yeah, it looks more like a copper, I guess. Oh yeah, it's what am I talking about? But I think with in contrast to the deep blue and the green, it looks more gold than it is when it's combined with other gold-ish type shadows. So yeah, that one's a stretch. Let's move on. It's a metallic, but that's about it. Next up, we have the Zodiac palette. This is the second one, the Love Signs. And in the Love Signs, there is this color called Cancer. And if that's not a gold, I don't know what is. So we are going to swatch Cancer. There's barely enough room for my finger in there. That's what that looks like. And let's swatch that. Oh yeah, that is a nice gold. It's, oh, I got my swatch a little high there. Sorry about that. There we go. It's not quite as complete as I would like down here. Okay. There is the Cancer color from, and it's not really staying much on the finger though. And now we have the original Zodiac, and there is definitely a gold color in here as well. And we are going to go, it's a goldish green, and a number of golds have that kind of goldish green, and I'm kind of, I think I'm going to swatch two of them. I think I'm going to swatch Aquarius and Capricorn. This is the goldish green, and then this one, it has more of an antique gold going on as well. So I think both of them merit a swatch, so why not? So Aquarius first, and then Capricorn second. And these domed baked shadows are really hard to swatch with the finger. You have to have tiny, dainty fingers to fit in there. So Aquarius, I like that color, and Capricorn. I like both of them. This makes me think of Rune from Clionadh Cosmetics. Okay, so here we go. Aquarius. Oh yeah, really nice. And Capricorn. Yeah, I'm really happy I swatched both of those. Very pretty. Okay, and the fingers. All right, now we are going into another Urban Decay palette, which I probably should have grouped with the other ones, but it is the Heavy Metals palette. Now, I love the packaging on this one. The only thing is, when I use it in videos, I am always worried about blinding people. But I think you can tell which ones I want to swatch. There is one on the very bottom right hand, is that your right hand side? Down this way. And then at the very, very top here, there's another one. So we're going to swatch those two. And bottom is Twisted, and top is Glory. And those are the two that we will be swatching. Twisted and Glory. They look so good. Here's Twisted and Glory. Beautiful. Those are definitely in the gold spectrum, I'll say, definitely. And the fingers, I have to say I'm partial to Twisted. I think that that's that more kind of in-your-face gold. We still have two stacks, so hang in there. A few of these last ones, you might kind of go, oh, and you know, I didn't think of these. One of them is the Tartiste To Go, Pro To Go, and Hype is a very nice, soft gold color. And I think I'm going to, at this point, go on my hand, so I'm starting to run out of space. And this is what it looks like, right? It's a gold shadow. It's a very pretty gold shadow. Yeah, so Tarte. Tartiste Pro To Go. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. This palette, in my kind of favorite on-the-go palettes, this one always makes the cut. It's so good. It's just the perfect combination. I love this palette very, very much. Next, we have the Metallic Mysteries 2 by Linda Hallberg. I did a video on this palette, and the one that really is obviously speaking to me is Collision when it comes to golds. And we will swatch it right next to the other one from Tarte. And Collision is really the one that sells the quad for Linda Hallberg, and it's, I should have done this for you here. It showed up in Metallic Mysteries 1 and 2. To me, that is the absolute best shadow in the whole series of Metallics from Linda Hallberg. And obviously she agreed because she put it in both editions, right? Oh gosh, that's so beautiful. Wow. Wow. Now I have a couple of golds from the Morphe 39A Dare to Create, but I depotted, so it's in some quads that I used in my Quad of the Month series. And we're going to go with this one first, which is So Glam. This is So Glam. And I'll do them both at the same time. This one's a stretch. Yeah, I'm going to skip this one. I was going to do this one, but it's called Bronze Chrome, but it's, no, artistic. This is artistic. But it just doesn't, no, it's not gold enough. So when it is, so we're going to do this one right away. So Glam. More of a, sort of like on the antique gold side of things. It's kind of between a gold and a bronze, but depends what you pair it with as far as whether it would be gold or bronze. I mean, you can see again with the curvature of my fingertip that you can see the gold in there. Very, very nice color. Really enjoyed using it. Next, we go into the Viseart Siren 7 Theory palette. And in it, there is this beautiful color right here. And I definitely think that is gold material. So let's swatch that one. Yeah, very dry finger, but we'll swatch it nonetheless. And there it is right there. Kind of between a gold and a copper, but it definitely has, it's got more peach into the gold, but depending what you pair it with, it would look golden. Alright, so that is this one from Viseart. Next up is the Naked palette, and the Naked palette has a color in it, and Half Baked is a soft gold shimmer, and I think we can do one more swatch on that hand. Here's Half Baked, and there we go, Half Baked. I really like that color, and of course it's so nice that Urban Decay put it in 2 of the Naked palettes. There's a reason. It's a really nice shadow. And speaking of Urban Decay, I have the Half Baked and Baked shadows, and I just want to show you both of them. I'm going to swatch Baked as well because it's more vibrant even than the Half Baked. This is the Half Baked, this is the Baked. And so I just want to show you those two side by side in case you are interested in getting Baked as a single. So this is Half Baked and this is Baked. There we go, and there is Baked on that finger. And here's another Urban Decay palette. This is the Elements palette, which was the holiday palette for last Christmas. And in it, there is Fool's Gold right here. And obviously that one fits the bill as a gold shadow. And I'm going to start with my other hand now. And this is Fool's Gold. And I really enjoyed using that shadow when I was trying out this palette. And as a matter of fact, this palette was better than I thought it would be. And Fool's Gold is one of the reasons why. And there we go, definitely a gold. And the finger, definitely gold. Good. Next, we're going to do another single shadow, and this is from the Kat Von D 10-year anniversary palette. And we are going to go down to this gold right in the middle. And what is it called? 2, 3, 4, 5. Egypt is what it's called, which is a good name for that color. And it has shimmer in it as well, so it really is playing up the gold idea, the gold theme. Yeah, that's a decent gold for sure, with shimmer in it. Micro glitter, I guess. Very nice. And finger, it's not as much left on the finger as I would have thought. But that's okay, as long as the swatch looks good, that's all right. Next up is the Physicians Formula glitter strips, and this one has a very nice gold right in the middle. And I'm just going to swatch it. And it's a very tiny pan, so it's a little bit tough to pick up. So we'll see how it swatches. I did check it out yesterday. Okay, it swatches all right. Because it's a small pan, I'm just going to go over it a second time because I wasn't able to get it on my finger quite as much as I would like. It's okay when you go in with a brush, but I got bigger fingers than the brush is wide. Okay, there we go. That's, I think, a better look at it. It's this one right here, and not very much left on the finger. But it's yeah, it's definitely a good gold. And that's the only one. There's some other ones that you might think are gold in the palette. I mean, I could definitely swatch this one as well, but really this is the one that is the truest gold out of the bunch. And it is a very dusty palette. But it's, if you want just a gold, this is a great little palette to get if you only want just the one shadow. It's the same price on sale as if you were to pick a single shadow from a different brand, so it's a good deal. Next up we have Jouer, and it is the Ultra Foil, which was a limited edition palette last year. And I am going to swatch two of them. I'm going to swatch this one and this one as gold. This one makes me think of an antique gold, so we are going to swatch both of those. This is what they look like. They both have a bit of a duochrome to them, I think. Depending on the angle, you get a different color. But I think that those two were worthwhile swatching, and here are the fingers. Yeah, really nice. Good stuff. We're almost there, guys. Almost there. Hang in there. Next up, I want to show you a couple of Pat McGrath singles. This one is the Gold Pigment 01. Hello, Peanut. My dog came for a visit. Here's what that looks like. And yeah, I'm busy. I'm busy puppy. Hang on, 10 minutes and I'll let you out. Here we go. Very, very gold. And it came with a mixing medium as well. So that's what that looks like right here. And finger, whew, very, very metallic. And I have a second shadow from that same grouping, which is called the Gold 005 Cream Shadow. That's what that looks like, and I will swatch that one as well. It's definitely cream to powder feeling. And here we go right next to the other one. And there we go. I am all swatched out, so let me just recap. These were the first shadows we did. Second set. So I'll show you both rows, so to speak. And then we have the hands. We went here next. And then finally, we finished with these guys. And I probably could have expanded the category and swatched a whole lot more and gone with toppers and all that different stuff. But I think that I'm proving to myself and to you, if you are so inclined, that shopping our stash is probably a really, really good idea. Because even in the swatches that I've done for you today, there are dupes in the dupes that I was trying to find to address my desire for gold palettes that have been coming out. As I mentioned, the Naked Honey is the latest one, but there's also the Natasha Denona Gold palette and a couple of other ones that have come out as well that have an emphasis on gold. Gold seems to be a hot option as far as eyeshadow palette theme right now, and it's not a bad thing to realize just how many I have to play with, that I really don't need to be drooling over any other gold palette. And even the Metropolis palette, the latest one, limited edition from Natasha Denona, has a lot, and even the mini gold also coming out. There's gold fever right now. And I think that I am medicating appropriately by playing with what I have. Do you have a lot of gold in your collection? Or are you after one of the latest gold-inspired palettes? If so, I would love to hear it below. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for humoring me, walking through all the golds, most of the golds that I have. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. For now, take care.